The views and opinions expressed by guests and/or comments are those of the persons who submitted them and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of In the Clutch Sports Talk and More podcasts. Any content provided by guests are of their opinion and are not intended to malign any religion, ethnic group, club, organization, company of any individual or anyone or anything. You are tuned in to Real Talk, where if it ain't real, we don't talk about it. The topics are never ending, so if you're ready for some real talk, you're in the right place. Can't wait to hear what the crew got to say this week.
I'm the crew. I'm the crew today, y'all. How y'all doing? Welcome back to In the Clutch. I'm so happy to see all of y'all. Now, today, I won't be able to do too much typing. I'm going to still try to do some typing, but right now, I got to hold it down for my guys. They both kind of in the middle of something right now. So one or both of them are going to join me tonight. But for right now, you got me. Show enough. How y'all doing? How are y'all doing? I see over here we got Miss Latonia, Sister Patricia. How you doing? How was y'all weekend? Did y'all get to, did you put up your tree? My tree been up since November the 1st. I actually have 2 trees now. I decided I wanted another one, just a little 4-foot one, just to put over there and accompany the other one. Of course, my grandbaby got to have, he ain't getting a lot of gifts because, he's still at that stage when he ain't finna spend a lot of money. So, he getting, mostly clothes, shoes, few toys. But I wanted to decorate and give him the essence of Christmas, Seeing that, no, that's not too early, Mr. Early. That was right on time. I actually wanted to put it up in October, but I waited. But yeah, I want to, since my daughter's birthday is on Christmas and he is my grandbaby, I got to decorate. I got to make it look like Christmas done threw up over here. I got his dad came and put the lights on my house for me. Just one string of lights, just so when he pull up at night, he can see some lights. Y'all know what we do for our grandbabies.
November the 1st is too early to put up a Christmas tree.
Never. Ask me how long it's gonna stay up.
I hope not past New Year's Day.
It's gonna stay up all year long. I'm gonna change the colors.
Don't do that. Please don't do that.
Oh my goodness. What's up, Ernie?
Ain't nothing up. Went to a Grizzly game over the weekend. I thank my daughter for taking me out, getting me out the house. I felt bad because I didn't know half of the players on the Grizzlies or the Portland Trail Blazers team.
Oh, no.
I knew, Ja ain't playing, so we can't even count him.
Right.
Triple J, he garbage, so it was a waste of time watching him. And who else? Look, I'm not a Grizzlies fan, so but man, when I tell you I felt so just lost watching that game, like I ain't know who to look for, who to cheer for, who to,
You cheer for the home team.
Who though? I ain't
all of them.
Nah, can't do it. Can't do it. My daughter, I appreciate her. It was like an early Christmas present for me. She just really wanted to get me out the house. She said I've been
all work and no play.
Yeah, pretty much. A lot of stuff been going on though, but it's all good.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's go ahead and get into this thing because I want to try to stay on course. I know we normally do an hour and a half. I'm trying to do right at an hour. Yeah, I'm trying to do an hour. So let's go ahead and get into it. Twilight Zone, we in it.
Man.
Some of the stuff is like this stuff can't be real. We can't be going through this. But as usual, I want to start off. Now I normally do short videos and then we'll talk about it. But it was so much information in this initial video. It's kind of long, but y'all bear with us. And I know me and Shownuff we kind of on opposite sides of, do you forgive the people who voted for Trump and now they regretting their vote? I'm kind of the mindset of, people make mistakes.
Nope.
Shownuff is on the mindset of F them.
F them.
They made their decision, live with it.
They F around and found out.
They did. But still, I just want y'all to check out this short video, and then we come back. I want y'all thoughts. I want y'all comments, and then me and Shownuff will kind of go a little back and forth on it a little bit.
Hey, Xavier.
That you're hardline and you say, look, if you supported them, I'm done with you. But if they genuinely have a change of heart, right? And why wouldn't you want to have more people on your side of the aisle?
I think the one thing that's consistent with people that have changed their mind is there was an inherent selfishness they responded to. When something happened to them or somebody that looked like them or somebody they love, then they responded. Had it been happening to anybody else, they wouldn't have cared. So if your motivation is that, you have seen it damage people that you love, that's selfishness. And you voted in a very selfish way.
So you're saying there's no room in politics, there's no room for forgiveness.
What I've learned from Republicans is you draw your circles tight and keep it that way. The entire administration now is based on not proficiency, not professionalism, but loyalty. Loyalty.
But to your point, that's Trump, right? And let's say he can't run again. So now you're just talking about whether someone is going to espouse the Republican platform or the Democrat platform, right?
I don't think it's as simple as I was misled. I think you wanted to believe a thing. I think that you didn't care who it hurt as long as it wasn't you. And if it were brown and black people, all the more better for it. You know what's interesting? 2 weeks ago when I was on, 3 weeks ago I was on, you and I and Charles were talking about how Bill Maher was saying, the tariffs didn't hurt anybody and I drive down my street. 3 days later, the jobs report came out and it talked about the people it hurt. Mm-hmm. When he goes to D.C. and he takes over the city under the pretext that it is lawless, who does he use? He's attacking cities with black mayors. You helped do that. He's rounding up brown people. You helped do that. Why would I trust you again? If you can't see the obvious danger to yourself or to the people looking around you, then you're ignorant, and why would I need to be around? I don't have to change your mind. Like Chuck D said something that I'll never forget. He said, if I can't change the people around me, I got to change the people around me.
But let's go back 20, 30 years, right? I mean, there was a time where people changed their mind, right? There was a time when people could say, I thought this, but now I see things differently, and they would go back and forth.
These people had 3 bites of the apple. 3 times. They saw him win an election. They saw what happened then. They saw him try to overthrow the government, and they still did it the 3rd time. Come on now. 3rd time's a charm. We're not talking about people. All those people, a great deal of those people made this mistake 3 times. Who the hell makes a mistake 3 times? When 3 times is on purpose.
I ain't gotta say nothing there. I second that emotion.
Look, his argument almost kind of converted me a little bit to your side of the table, to be honest. So I'm gonna be honest with you. Listening to what he was saying and kind of going through my mind about, how adamant these people were to put him back in office. And, but again, I still say it has been directed toward African Americans, but not as directly as it has been to the Latino community, the Mexicans, and now the Somalians. Now, what he's saying about the Somalians, I mean, is there no etiquette in the office of the presidency? Right now, it's not.
No.
So some things, even if you think it, you shouldn't even say it. Now,
you froze. They're saying you froze. Am I froze too, y'all? Keep talking. Your video froze, but you good talking. Keep talking.
Oh, y'all can't,
You just
y'all
got a smile on your face like this.
for real?
Yeah, you froze.
It ain't showing it on my end like this, so I don't know what's going on. I'm scared to go in and out now. Hold on, let me go out and try to come back in.
Okay. Well, why he out? Y'all know. Oh, he bad.
I still got a smile on my face.
No, you talking now. You
Okay.
moving now.
Yeah, I don't know what that was. But again, some of the things that's coming out of this administration is just, I mean, it's awful to say the things that he's saying about a group of people that converted from probably voting Democratic to voting Republican and spoke up for him thinking that he was going to be the change that they had been looking for in the United States of America.
I just don't see. I don't know. Wait, maybe I just don't see how people even thought that. Like, this man has a track record. Why would they think it? So a man thinking that he is. Why would you? You got to be a fool to think that he was going to be on your side, that he was going to do anything for you. I don't understand.
I think part of it is that things be looking so bleak that you just, now I look at it a lot. So it's, but people's like, it can't get no worse. And then if you think about it, if you weren't paying attention to all the sidebar stuff that was going on and you didn't know no better, I'm saying if you didn't know no better now, let's just say this is your first election with him.
Okay.
You heard some of the things that he was saying and what he was saying. Like when you start talking about, okay, we need to do something about these immigrants. And then you ain't saying we finna get rid of everybody. You're saying the ones that are here causing crime and doing this and doing that, the high profile criminals, we're gonna get them out of here. That's what he ran on. So as anybody would be like, yeah, we got some illegal immigrants over here that's part of this gang and all of this. Yeah, we need to get rid of them. But you have to know who you're dealing with. You're dealing with a man who has no integrity. He'll tell you what you want to hear. And how long did he waste to get in office to start deporting all immigrants, whether you was, and see, here's the thing, whether you were legal or not, he was getting you up out of here. So, I mean, now, they were trying so hard to get all the Latinos and Mexicans and all of them out. So, I guess they like, they ain't reached their quotas yet, but they probably like, we need to move on to the next group. Now they're attacking the Somalians. I mean, when you go back and look at them, they got the MAGA hats on, they got the gold Trump hat on, make America great. They was all in. And he calling them despicable, garbage, trash. Go back to your own country.
He got what he wanted from them, and now they're dispensable,
Okay,
like everybody else.
So I'm gonna ask you this question. He's not supposed to be able to run again, correct?
Ain't supposed to, but
okay. Let's just say he ain't supposed to run again. Okay, you get in power, you make all these promises, you don't come through with them. Do you think those Somalians are still going to be on the side of the Republicans when it comes time to the midterms and time to reelect the president?
They will. I'm gonna tell you why they will. I'm gonna tell you why they will. Because just like you said before, they are gonna feel like, well, he might have screwed us over, but I believe this next set of them is gonna be good for us. Because I'm just still not because see. They have put the narrative out now. The word Democrat really is short for nigger now, and people that you don't like. So the word Democrat has become so bad and has been planted to be bad they would still go the way of the Republicans, no matter who it is. It could be MTG. Just use her as an example, because they think she's changed. And to me, it could all be a farce. Because if she just say she ran on the ticket of, I'm so sorry, I was wrong, I saw the light, let me save you, they would, the Somalis, the Hispanics, all of them would still vote Republican. Yes, they would. That's why I feel nothing for them. No.
I can't. Looking at everything that's going on right now, I just cannot see them saying, okay, we put JD Vance, put Mark Rubio, put any of those, even MTG, put her in there, which, that's my girl now. I got a little respect for her. I ain't like,
Have you seen her latest interview?
Yeah.
I've been sending you clips and you still on her side?
Yeah, because, okay, no. The clips you sent me was the MGT of the past when she was down for Trump because she thought he was in there and he was going to clean the swamp and do all of that. That ain't what she's saying now. She is basically saying, I don't have anything to do with Trump and the MAGA movement. Her thing now is
their talking points. Did you see the last one?
Not all of them. Not all of them. She don't change the little bit. She don't change the little bit. Now, I'm not saying I'm not finna endorse her and go out and vote for her or anything like that, but I'm saying her tone has changed since the little debacle with her in the administration.
But why did it take that for your tone to change? So really, her tone only changed because he did not want to endorse her and because he said mean things to her.
Yeah. I mean,
but all this other stuff that was going on was not enough to sway you.
It wasn't enough because, and I'll say this:
I don't trust her. If that's all it takes, then what it take to turn your back?
No, look, wait a minute now. I just said now. I'm not giving her a glaring endorsement and saying whatever she say go. I'm saying for her to be so pro Donald Trump. And to then turn around and say, everything that I thought this man stood for was a lie. Now that's coming out of her mouth. Now, I'm a little more forgiving than you, but I ain't stupid and naive either. I'm just like you. I could be thinking, this might be a setup. This will be a cold setup though, for her to just, like we gonna plan on you step down and then come back. No, I don't see that. And one of the reasons why I say that, I think she resigned and dropped out of fear for her life. I think she feared for her life because she is one of the only few Republicans, even before all this stuff started going on where her and Trump was not seeing eye to eye. She was one of the few Republicans or members of the Congress anyway that was against giving all of this money to Israel. And I said then, she gonna have a problem. So I think she decided, or they gave her the option, either you bow out or your life on the line. I think that had a lot to do with it.
But what about the other people whose lives were threatened? I mean, even other congressmen, other representatives, the ones who died, who actually died, and they said nothing.
I can't speak up for that. I can't. The whole administration was wrong for all of that when that was going on. Then you got to think that might be part of the reason that turned her. That might be part of the reason why, you can be down for somebody for so long and then you just start seeing stuff and be like, this ain't really this ain't what I expected. I was thinking it was this. I was thinking we're going to get in here. We're going to clean the swamp. We're going to release the Epstein files. We're going to do all of this stuff. And then when you get in there, it's a whole different ball game. Mm-hmm. And, even before their little incidents and stuff, we had already been talking about, seemed like Trump kind of distancing himself from MTG. Mm-hmm. I think we had made her, what was it? Donkey of the day or whatever, dummy of the day and stuff like that. So, but again, it's one of those things where I can forgive you, but I ain't gonna forget what you did. So when you come back with these talking points, trying to get back in the office or get back where you saying you trying to get to, I'm gonna have a lot of questions for you. And even with that being said, even if it's Democrats that get back in, we as the people of the United States, we're gonna have to start making them be held accountable for the things that they're doing.
Definitely.
We give them too much of a pass. Like keep in
Blind.
mind,
It was blind following. We were blindly following.
Keep in mind, they work for us. They're supposed to be our voice, and it ain't happening. And what I told you a long time ago, it's too much money in politics.
Too much money.
It's too much money in politics. When you involve money with something, it ain't good, because now it ain't about our interests. It's about the corporate people who investing all this money into them. And if they funneling you money, however, whether it's legal or illegal, and they giving you millions and millions and millions of dollars, you gonna vote against them? You might go in with all the best intentions. I'm gonna be the voice of the people. But when them millions and all that money start rolling in, it's too much temptation. They need to stop it.
Well, I don't think it's not going to stop. It's not going to ever stop. So I think it's just like with, people who, like you said, well, I'm going to try this now. I'm going to try it, with the Republicans. I'm going to trust them. We got to, like you said, hold them accountable. But support them, get them back in office and hold them accountable. I think we need to stop now that I think because people are getting more and more involved in politics and know exactly because for a long time, I could say before Barack, I wasn't following politics. I wasn't, I didn't know. I mean, I knew they worked for us, but not to with the knowledge that I have now. That, oh, wait a minute, no, we put y'all there. Y'all got to give us something on our return. That didn't click to me. I thought it was okay. They there, they gonna do what they supposed to do. No, we got to make them do it. So, yeah, I think we have to hold them to the fire, hold their feet to the fire, and make them do something. We might not get everything we want, but they need to do something for us.
Well, it's kind of like what Randolph, his statement right here. We're supposed to be living in a democracy, but it's actually a hypocrisy.
Definitely that.
Here's how it's supposed to work. And I know everybody should know this, but just in case you don't know, here's how it's supposed to work. We have a Democrat and a Republican candidate, independent or whatever other party that's trying to run. It's okay for us to go against each other during the presidential elections. That's fine. But once the election is over and you have a winner, the Republicans and the Democrats are supposed to work together to do what's in the best interest of the American people, regardless of what president is in there.
Absolutely. The
problem that we're having is that we so caught up on Republican and Democrat, and it ain't even left and right, it's up and down. Because it's all about the money now.
Yeah.
It ain't about nothing else. It's all about the money. And we got an administration that doesn't care about the Constitution. They got the Supreme Court backing them up. They got the DOJ, the Department of Defense. It's like they got the House, they got the Senate, they got the White House, they got the Supreme Court, they got the Justice Department, they got everything in their favor where they can ignore these rules. Now, I'm going to play this short clip, and then we're going to go to a commercial break, and then we're going to come back. But I'm going to play this one because this bows right into what we was talking about.
Bomb had gone off. Erez Rouhani won awards as a government attorney in the first Trump administration. Now he's been fired, he says, for standing up to lawlessness in the Department of Justice.
There was a pattern and practice at the direction of DOJ leadership to ignore court orders and, worst of all, to lie.
So
I mean,
how do you even fight that? What do you do with that?
that's what I'm saying. I mean, if the checks and balance system is off, then you don't have a check and balance system.
Thank you.
You got somebody in there now that's like, if a judge tell you, hey, what you're doing is wrong, you need to not do it. And then you still do it. The problem is it takes too long to get to that point of impeachment, firing people, and getting them up out of there. Because by the time they realize, hey, they don't went too far, it's gonna be too late.
It's too late.
It's too late. So it's sad that the Supreme Court has been so compromised that they're just letting rulings go that normally wouldn't go through.
Absolutely.
But even before it gets to them, you got to look at the Republicans and say, hey, why are y'all letting this man get away with this? And he's not going to be there forever, hopefully. So once midterms come around and you lose your position because you following somebody that you shouldn't be following, now what?
I don't think they care because they've their return is they've all made millions. That's it.
That's true. But
They've all made millions, so they can go out and they don't care about what we think about them now afterwards. They've made millions. They're gonna go off and do what they do.
see, okay, that's fine. I get that. But when I look at people like Pete Hegseth, Pam Bondi, Christy Nome, when I look at those and Cash Patel, Dan Bongino, and all of them, when I look at them and I say, okay, when the crap hit the fan and it's all over and done with, and he out of office, now you don't think them Democrats gonna get in there and come after them?
Of course. Like that, Bannon said, we're going to jail. We're all going to prison.
He also, if we don't get Trump in there forever, we all going to prison. So what he know that we don't know?
And so exactly what's today? 12/9/2025 at 7:28, and we're gonna go to commercial. Trump will stay in office another term. I don't know how, but he's gonna be in office another term. Guarantee it.
You know what? I think they're trying to. I don't even think he's gonna make it that long, to be honest with you.
Right.
He falling asleep in every meeting. He ain't gonna make it. I'm sorry.
They're gonna keep him alive long enough to get in there and then get the vice president that they really want to be the president. That's what's gonna happen.
It ain't gonna be JD Vance because don't nobody like him on either side.
His time.
Randolph, what you're saying is absolutely true. Everyone that has opposed this administration has been dealt with harshly, or they trying to deal with them harshly. And I'm so glad I hope they don't try to bring back Letitia James and James Comey case, because all of that was just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Well, they already doing that. They already trying to start a war, but they doing it a little too soon in my estimation. But we're going to take a quick commercial break. We're going to come back because we need a moment to, where we going? We're going to go right here.
Feeling sluggish? Struggling with recovery? Want to take your health to the next level? We have the game-changing peptides your body needs. Whether you're looking to boost energy, accelerate healing, lose weight, or optimize performance, we've got the cutting-edge solutions to help you feel unstoppable. Get extraordinary results with Show Enough Peptides for All. Call us at 731-420-5627 or email us at shownoughpeptidesforall@gmail.com. Show-Enough peptides for all products are strictly for research purposes only and are not intended for human or animal consumption. We do not provide medical advice or services. Please consult a qualified professional for any health-related concerns.
And to my customers, check y'all emails. They just went out last night. Christmas special, Christmas and New Year's special. Check your emails. And there's a special for new customers.
Okay. I might need to check it out. Bad news. We're still at 293 subscribers. We didn't pick up one. I know we was off last week, but we didn't pick up one. So I'm asking everybody to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. And when you hit the notification bell, hit all so you'll always be informed whenever we go live or whenever we post anything. Share our link with friends and family. You go to QR code right here. Just share this and let's try to get some more people in here. Subscribe to the channel so they can join us in this conversation that we're having. In keeping with my Trump mode today, I'm gonna go ahead and go to the little time is. Oh yeah. We got to rush on through. Play this other clip, and then we'll come back and we'll discuss it.
I want to make sure I got this right. Donald Trump sends the National Guard to D.C. where there's no emergency, there's no reason to be there. They're literally picking up trash because there's no point in sending the military to D.C. A judge then rules that's actually illegal for the National Guard to be there. Then after the judge rules that, Donald Trump leaves the guards there illegally. And now we're learning the shooter who committed this crime was vetted by Trump's own administration and given asylum. And somehow, knowing all of this, it's still Biden's fault.
And you're just asking questions because you're a stupid person.
So who's really the stupid person? And again, these are reporters that are in the White House asking questions. Anytime he don't like a question, first thing he say is fake news. Then he insults them. But have you noticed? He only insults the women.
The women.
He don't talk like that to the men.
Especially the black women.
Exactly. So again, it just shows you what type of person that he is, regardless of policy or whatever you might think about his policies, good, bad, or whatever. He himself, he called one lady piggy. What room do you have to call anybody piggy?
Anybody.
Ugly. Who can you call ugly? I mean, and then my whole thing with him is that he's such a coward. Everything, he's so tough with the women.
Yeah.
The president from Syria, former Al-Qaeda leader or high-ranking Al-Qaeda, had a $25 million bounty on his head. You let him come to the White House. Putin, you let him just run over you, run roughshod over you. President of China, he just ignores you like you just whatever. Go on, boy. Go on, little boy.
Yeah.
You don't stand up to none of them. You don't stand up to no other world leaders, but you want to degrade women and talk about women. Piggy. You use the R word, referencing somebody.
Yeah.
So I mean, even if you do agree with his policies, you should be disturbed by his actions and the things that he say as president. Imagine it. Just try to imagine this for one quick moment. Imagine Obama in a press conference and tell a female reporter, "You shut up, piggy." Imagine that for a minute.
They would have rushed the stage. Oh my, it would still be in the news cycle.
They still talking about the brown suit,
The
tan suit, or whatever it was. So if they still talking,
calling Michelle a man.
So imagine if he would have did half of the stuff. For one, it's disrespectful to tell somebody, a grown person, to shut up.
Right.
And it ain't. And my thing be, they're not asking you any questions. I mean, it's normal questioning.
Mm-hmm. He don't want answers.
He don't want to. He want them to see. But again, that's why I try to tell people, you got to look at how they set it up. They got it where you got to bow down to us in the White House to even be in the press pool. They trying to get rid of media. That's all they doing. They want to control me. Imagine if all we had was Fox News.
Oh wow, that's what they would love that.
Yeah, they would love it because everybody would be ignorant to anything else. Now, me, I watch Fox and CNN and MSNBC. I watch all of them because I want to. I be wanting to try to match up all these different perspectives. And a prime example is you got Congress people that's going in watching this video of these people striking this boat for a second time, which is a war crime. Now you got the Republicans coming out. I mean, you got the Republicans coming out saying, yeah, the two men that was hanging on to the boat. Now keep in mind, Pete Hegseth and everybody else already said they don't blew the boat apart, destroyed all the drugs and all of this. And this man gonna come back and say, Tom Cotton from Arkansas, I think, gonna come back and say they were trying to flip half the boat back over, retrieve the drugs, and continue on their way to the United States in a blown up boat. I mean, you can't make this stuff up.
We stupid.
But see, there's the thing. That side, the MAGA people would be like, well, they said it. Okay, if that was the case, if it was so obvious that they trying to radio back or they trying to do this and they trying to do that, why y'all won't even release that video?
And won't?
Why you won't release that video? You see what I'm saying? So if it's so plain and obvious, show the video. The same thing with the Epstein file. Why you ain't releasing them?
Exactly.
They don't redacted that thing so much. By the time they send it out, it's gonna be pages and pages of just black marks all across there. They ain't gonna show none.
Nothing.
So and the only thing I'm saying is, and I know I'm on a soapbox now, but we got people like Stephen A. Smith. You got people like Stephen A. Smith. First, he go after Jasmine Crockett, saying that she shouldn't use that tone when she talking about the president of the United States. Okay, that's fine. You can have your opinion on that, but you ain't got no opinion on him saying that her, Michelle Obama, and all these other women are low IQ.
Not a word, not a peep.
Not a peep out of you. Then you come back and you try to put some disparaging words on Mark Kelly, a guy who served in the military, Trump didn't, a guy who's an astronaut, a guy who's part of the Senate now, a guy that's got way more integrity than any of them, including Hegseth, Bundy, Patel, Bongino, more than all of them. All the people said was, you do not have to follow illegal orders. I mean, you do not have to. I mean, I was in the military, so I know that's part of our thing. You do not have to follow
illegal orders.
It's frowned upon to follow illegal orders. But this how they package it. Stephen A. Smith go on a rant talking about, I dare you tell the troops not to follow orders from the commander-in-chief. See, he left out illegal.
Illegal.
He left out now that's a Republican talking point.
Of course.
You can't go against what the president say. I dare you. Nobody said go against what the president said. They said illegal orders. So I already didn't like Stephen A. Smith I didn't think I could like him any less, but he don't sunk to a whole new stick to sports because your credibility is being. We already know you don't know nothing on the political scene. You
Right.
just don't put yourself in a position and stepped on some people to make a little money. And now you trying to elevate yourself even more, trying to get into politics. Don't do it. Don't do it. Stick to sports. And the only good thing you do in sports is troll the Dallas Cowboys. All your other takes suck. So other than you trolling the Cowboys, you suck, sir. How dare you? And this man don't been fighting fighter planes and this, and you I dare you. And I bet you he lying. He ain't called his family and told and his family agreed with him, talking about don't listen to the president. Because if they've been in the armed services, like he said, they already know you don't follow illegal orders.
Absolutely.
That's why I hope all this stuff come back on Pam Bundy, on Pete Hicks. Ooh, I don't read so much bad stuff about him. How we talk? Ooh,
alcoholic.
How we talking about some DEI? How we talking about DEI and y'all put this clown at the head of the Department of Defense? This man's supposed to be responsible for defending the United States of America. How?
Favors and puppets. They're puppets to
loyalists
to do what I want you to do. Why would I put if I got a Coke bottling company and I want you to put I want to start back putting cocaine in a Coca-Cola. I'm not finna hire a physicist or whoever, I'm not gonna hire you. I'm gonna hire my cousin. Because you're gonna do what I tell you to do. You ain't gonna ask me no question about what is this that they putting in this bottle. So that's basically what he did. He hired flunkies to do what he wanted them to do.
And then y'all know me. I'm a gentle giant. I'm the nicest, sweetest person you want to meet. But RKF, what's his name?
Oh my God.
Robert Kennedy Jr.
That was the epic.
How you explain that? I ain't even finna say what I'm thinking right now. Because you talking about vaccines and shots, boy, you've been shot with some.
The man can barely speak.
Barely.
He's a known drug addict. Alcohol. This man, Obama had to have a not clean record, an impeccable, unimpeachable record to become president. And here you hire these ignorants. I never understand it.
I just, I feel so sorry for those two National Guard service members. One got killed, and I guess the other one's still in ICU. I hadn't heard anything about him in a while. Mm-hmm. And I say that because even the young lady that passed away, she had referenced her boyfriend or brother, one of the two, and she was like, it's really no reason. She was ready to go to, do whatever the National Guard's supposed to do. But even she was like, they got us here policing up trash and doing stuff that ain't got nothing to do with securing anything. We just here. And for her to know that, and then for a judge to say, hey, they ain't even supposed to be there, and you leave them there, and then this happens, Donald Trump, you are directly responsible for that young lady's death.
Yeah.
It's no other way to say it, because they weren't supposed to be there anyway.
But it's Biden's fault.
Yeah, it's Biden's fault. Because Biden let him in. Okay, but your administration just this year vetted him and said he was good to go. So how is that? Then you say, well, Biden let him in. Okay. It's a lot of people here that ain't supposed to be here. That's why you go through the vetting process.
Mm-hmm.
Your administration vetted him. Now, if he'd have came and said, hey, my administration, they screwed up. This guy never should have got through. He is one of the people we maybe should have deported. Then I'd be like, okay, that's an honorable thing to say. That's probably the right thing to say. But every time something go wrong, it's Biden or Obama fault.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we looking at the legality of these boat strikes that they're doing. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't do drugs, and I think drugs are bad, and yeah, it's something should be done. But while we way in Venezuela and in the Caribbean islands policing and doing stuff, if you had those same resources, Coast Guard, border, going up and down the border of the United States, where we know if you got a boat and you doing that, we know I'll be even then I wouldn't be like, okay, we just gonna blow them out the water.
Right.
I just read a thing where they talking about how the Coast Guard, they don't found so many tons of illegal drugs. Nobody got killed. Nobody got hurt on either side. They recovered the drugs and they prosecuted the people that was on the boats.
Simple.
What's so hard about that? We all know it's about regime change in Venezuela so we can get the oil. That's all it's about.
Mm-hmm.
Let's not pretend that ain't what it is, because that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
They making it seem like it's something else. And then, okay, if you so worried about the war on drugs, how you just pardon the former president of Honduras, who had 45 years? This man said, I wanna push the drugs down their throats. That's how much he hated the United States. 400 tons. He was responsible for 400 tons of cocaine. And
Yes.
you pardon him. You pardon him at the same time that you saying we got a war on drugs in Venezuela. How that make sense?
He paid. He got paid.
And he got paid. And I ain't gonna get into how they trying to get paid over in Israel and Gaza, how they trying to get paid. I mean, it's just, and even if it ain't directly going to Trump, if it's going to Jared Kushner, which is his son-in-law, Donnie Jr., that's the biggest idiot I don't ever seen in my life. Eric, if it's going if it's going to any of them, that's him. But they know how to play it up and make it seem, like it's this and it's that, but it's not. And again, even if the Democrats do take over the House, take over the Senate, or whatever it is, if they're not gonna, if we're not able to hold them accountable, then just think about all the power that Trump has enabled himself as president to have. The next person to come in, and they know who they are, how they gonna use or abuse their power?
Exactly.
Democrat or Republican?
Exactly.
Because they're gonna come in like, oh shoot, I got immunity. I can do this. I ain't gotta listen to the Supreme. I ain't gotta listen to the court system. I ain't gotta listen to the federal judges.
Nothing.
So now
he has set precedents.
Exactly. But see, he figured he's safe. It's one of those things where I think he look at it like either I'm safe or I ain't finna be here that much longer anyway. So it ain't gonna matter what. That's why he trying to leave all these legacies, the ballroom, the paintings, the name changes to the buildings, want to win a Nobel Peace Prize. He doing everything to try to leave a legacy to make it seem like he was a good person when we all know he was a terrible person.
Right.
And like I could say, I think I'm on the path to go to heaven. Am I 100% sure? Who knows? This fool gonna say, I don't think there's anything that I can do that'll get me into heaven.
He said it straight out.
straight out of his mouth. So if I sat here and I told you, so no, I don't care what I do, I ain't making it to heaven. That means I'm a terrible person.
You know you are.
And you know it. And you know it. We're gonna take this last commercial break, and then we'll come back. I didn't really want to hit on this subject, but it's on there, and I'm tired of talking about Trump. We're gonna switch to another evil person. But we're gonna do this quick commercial, and we'll be right back. Tax season stress, there's a better way. It's tax season. You're drowning in receipts, wrestling with tax software, losing sleep, wondering if you missed a deduction, or worse, you're about to be audited. Well, stop the stress, the guessing, stop the endless forms. At Early Solutions, we believe filing your taxes shouldn't be a chore, it should be a confidence boost. We offer expert preparation, we handle the complex stuff so you don't have to. We stay current on every rule and regulation to ensure accuracy and to maximize your return. We offer convenience you control. File completely online with our secure portal or meet us in person. Your choice, your schedule. We offer audit support. We stand behind our work. If the IRS calls, we're happy to help you every step of the way. This year, reclaim your time, sanity, and your money. Don't just file your taxes, win tax season. Visit earlysolutions.mytaxportal.online or call me at 901-406-8470 for a no obligation consultation. Thank you. It's almost that time. Let's get it. Look. I don't increase the number of returns that I do each year by a few. I love doing it because I love helping people and being able to try to get the people who aren't on track, try to get them on track.
Right.
And I'm excited. And you ain't gonna beat my prices, but you have to call to find out what those prices are. And Xavier got me a website, so I'm actually finna get a domain name so I can have my website so you can get more information. And on the website, you'll be able to go directly to my my portal. And when you go to my portal, you upload all your information. I have to check it and verify it and all of that. But it's so easy. I mean, you send your information kind of like at your own leisure. And if it's anything that you're missing, I'll hit you up and say, hey, I need this, I need that. Bam, boom, we got it done. It's sent off. It's coming back. Piece of cake.
That's perfect.
Okay, this last little topic. I didn't really want to talk about it. I really had this one for Terry because I know he up on it.
Right.
This Netflix documentary about P. Diddy that was produced by 50 Cent. I put Diddy in the same category that I put Stephen A. Smith.
Mm-hmm.
It can't get no lower and worse than them. But I'll be honest with you. I hadn't watched it. Not interested. I don't. How much more fuel do you need to throw on the fire?
So that was a Molotov cocktail.
Mine. And I'm like, you watched it?
Yes.
Okay, hold on. Let's watch this. For the people who don't know what's going on, let's watch this short little clip.
6 days before his arrest, Diddy was caught on hidden camera saying words that would haunt him forever. His own words.
I don't think it's working. I listened.
Own confession. 50 Cent executive produced it, and now it's the #1 show on Netflix, beating Stranger Things. Diddy's lawyers are suing, claiming it's a hit piece, but you can't unsee the truth. Sean Combs, The Reckoning just dropped on Netflix. 4 parts, all the darkness, no filter.
When it first came out, somebody made a comment talking about, oh, you need to check this out. It's so good. And I was like, not really interested. I'll probably go check it out. Days went on. I kept hearing about it. I'm just not feeling it.
Well, I won't spoil it for everybody because I want everybody. I see some people say they haven't watched it. But if if you 50 years of age, some of this stuff was already true about Diddy. If you followed back in that era, you knew. And it's kind of like the R. Kelly thing. Like, you knew what he was doing, but you still supported him. And I think that's kind of what happened with Diddy. But after this, I don't know.
Well, see, my only thing, like okay, when they talk about his involvement with Tupac's death, I can believe it.
Mm-hmm.
As the years went on, and they start talking about he had something to do with Biggie death, and I'm like, at first, I'm like, nah, not Biggie. I can't. I just, as bad of a person as I thought he was, I was like, I can't believe that his biggest number one artist, then you come out after his death with this song, Missing You, crying, and I just like, man, nah.
You got to watch the documentary to understand why he did this shit. He did this shit. He did it.
Is it that obvious? Now I know from over the years, listening to some of these hip hop channels where they were saying that Biggie was actually trying to get away from Bad Boy. He was trying to get his own little thing, and it would have really. At first, my initial thinking was, well, whether he leave or die, that's still gonna hurt you. So why would you put that up under your umbrella that you don't have this man killed? So once I learned that, I'm like, okay, he didn't want him to go. So maybe now I might watch it now, and that might be our show for next week. Because I was really like, I'm not interested. And my thing is, if all this information been out here, that means all these people already knew he killed Biggie, and y'all supporting him and all of this. Y'all.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So I guess it's like the people, like you said, they knew what R. Kelly was doing, and they still was hanging around.
Yeah. You just gotta watch it. I can't. I'm about to bust because I want to tell you everything. You got to watch it though.
Don't tell me. I'm gone. You know what? How long are the episodes?
I can't remember. I want to say maybe 35, 45. I'm not sure.
Oh yeah. I can knock them on out then.
I think I can't. Now I was, because I was tired, and because the weekend I be trying to rest, but I kept falling asleep and waking up and having to rewind. So it took me all weekend to watch it, but I wasn't falling asleep because it wasn't interesting. I was just falling asleep because I was tired. But it was good. It was good. It answered questions. If you had questions, it enlightened you. You understand. He really. I will say this about 50. This wasn't really a bashing of Puffy. This was an unveiling of Puffy to people who didn't know the truth about him and how he became that way. That's another thing I like about it. You just gotta watch.
Well, I know I watched some preview, and it started off talking about, his dad used to work for Frank Lucas and end up getting killed, which I didn't initially know that. So I mean, so some of his misdeeds is inherited.
His mama had a lot to do with it. His mama had a lot to do with it.
Now she is rebuking the story about he actually slapped her Cause that was one of the things I know me and my mom, we had our disagreements. I ain't never wanted to raise my hand and hit my mom.
Well, when you'll make your own decision after watching the documentary as to whether or not to believe he did that or not. You'll see.
I think he's capable. I think it was payback from all them whoopings he used to get. Allegedly, he got a lot of whoopings growing up.
And it made you, and she even said that, and it made you understand why he treats women the way that he does. It all makes sense.
Oh, okay. Well, I might for what they call it, just to know, I might just go ahead and watch it and check it out.
Yeah, I need you to do that.
Yeah, and hopefully I won't get too disgusted with him more than I already am, because I don't put nothing past him. But again, great show. LaTanya, she always the first one to come in. Cousin Pat, Xavier, Nita just popped in. Randolph. Who else? Did I miss anybody? See, that's why we gotta try to stay a little more consistent, because every time we miss a week, we lose some crowd. Angela Rosser, thank you for tuning in. Who else? I think that was it. We really appreciate you guys tuning in, checking us out. We enjoy the comments. And if y'all hadn't watched Diddy, the documentary, y'all go ahead and watch it, and we might
be ready next week.
Yeah, we'll come back and that'll probably be our show for next week. So that'll give me something to research and something to have a lot to say on. Because I'm at this point, to be honest with you, all this talk about Trump, I just like to keep people informed. But it is getting to a point where it's so ridiculous now that even discussing it becomes redundant. It's so many wow moments that you can't believe. And I'm just waiting on the midterms to see how that's going to work out. I think that's going to tell us what direction this country is going to move forward in. If the Democrats can get this tsunami wave that they talking about, and get the House and hopefully some kind of way get the Senate, then we can make some change. Other than that, I just see things staying the way they are as long as this administration is in place. But with that being said, we appreciate you guys. We hope you learned at least one thing, because that's our motto. If only one person learned one thing, we did our job. But other than that, we will be back next week, same bad time, same bad channel. We will see you then. You got anything, so no?
That's it. See y'all next week.
And don't forget to check out her website so y'all can get the discount on them peptides. And we're out of here.